Hello friends, it's Katie from I Like to Cut and Paste. And you see I have my beautiful crocodile out, which means that I am making a journal. It could mean I'm making tags and other stuff too. But for tonight, I decided I can be influenced very easily. And on my last video, Susan from I Totally Love It was like, come on, make a journal for hashtag junk journal madness. And I was like, okay, I will. I'm gonna try. I just feel so bad because the princess one didn't get really finished good. You know, like I know I'm not gonna complete a journal in a month, y'all. If you are like thinking that I'm going to be able to do that, I hate to disappoint you, but I cannot. Except for the like little jello, but that's because it was little, I think. So I decided I would make this journal. Oh, so let me tell you what the theme is. The theme, you guys, is vintage cooking and faith. I have to write it down, like I can't remember. Okay, so more on that in a little bit. I was looking at my different, I have a couple of journals that are made. I'll tell you. So this is one I made. This is Dollar Tree fabric from maybe a year or so ago. I feel like I'm very too close. Okay, there we go. So is that my body? I don't want you. I want to show you guys my body. Okay, so this is like made out of a Amazon brown envelope package, that when they like, so not the box and not complete paper, but the squishy mailers that they'll use. That's what this is made out of. But let me tell you, I was totally thinking about using that, but flip side is my husband needed a card made, and the friend that it was for, she likes like 40s movies, so I went online to get digitals for that. And y'all, I just got kind of lost on the old Etsy and the digitals. So I ended up getting these cute papers, which are not in English, by the way. I don't know what language that is. I'd say Greek, but I'm not sure. So if you know, go ahead and tell me. It could be Polish. For some reason I don't think it's Russian, but it could be Russian. I have no idea. I have none. But I thought it was beautiful. And there were 6 papers, so I actually printed them both sides the correct way, which is like, yay! So I had them like this, and then they didn't fit here. I didn't like it. It was too close. Didn't like it. So then I had tried somewhere else, which I must have put that book away. I was going to make something like out of a Cheez-It box, but they still didn't fit, which I thought was weird. This is from a Cheez-It box. And at one point I was like, let me try sewing. So I sewed and then glued this in, which is pretty advanced for me. I don't sew a lot, but I do think it's pretty. So I actually brought out my sewing machine so that I could like incorporate it more often. Like I have another one that I did that with. This one. Let's see. So this is actually like a political ad. You know, you get them and they're about this big. You fold them in half and they're a nice size for a book. So that's what this one is. This one little signature. Oh wait, hold on, something cute. I just saw a little strawberry shortcake, so cute. So yeah, that's that sewing. But then this also wasn't like, if I were to bind it, it was coming down there, and that's not what we're doing. So I then decided I would just punch holes here for it. And this chipboard is actually like part of scrapbooking packages from Stampin' Up. And actually both came out of one board. That's how, I don't know, it's 6 by 9, so it's like perfect. So you can see where I'm not very good at the math, right? See, I'm measuring, trying to figure it out, because I didn't cut it quite straight, and I'm using the ugly side to go on the inside of the rings, and having what we like to call the factory edge, which I can't tell what the factory edge is, on the outside of it. It's not going to be perfect, no. So I've got 3 rings, which I had, which are a good size. I don't even know, let's see. I used an X-Acto knife. I guess it looks like about 2-inch rings. I happen to have those, so that's like, woohoo! Crocodile. So we're just going to, I put it here so I knew how far to go, but I forgot that when you really, if you measure them up, hold on, wait, I guess that's good. The only part of not being perfect. All right, then you just put it in the hole that you first established, making sure they stay. So I wanted to tell y'all, if you are watching The Gilded Age, I also watched The Gilded Age, and I hope they make another season. And then my husband and I were now watching Downton Abbey. I just had to be like curious. Well, I didn't have to be like anything. I was curious about it, and then my husband was like, okay, and like, I don't know. It's really good. It's really good. I think we're on season 4 now. It's just, and there's supposed to be a movie coming out, so I'm really excited about that. I'm not usually in style, so I'm like, woohoo! It's funny because they talk about change, right? I'm not going to give away anything, but there's always change, you know? Even back then, even when there were earls, maybe they're like with all the land, maybe that's still there. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. But there are changes. They do this cool thing, and maybe they do it on the Gilded Age too. I don't know. The Gilded Age is set a little bit earlier than Downton Abbey, but they talk about like new inventions, like something happens and they get like a mixer, you know, like, well, at first it was electricity and that was kind of weird. And so it's just funny to think. So there's my book. I am going to cover it. I just don't know what's what yet. I haven't got that far. I think because this is vintage and I have vintage, there's a little bit like, I think in my head I was thinking more retro, and I know that seems weird. I also got these, I'm showing you a different video, like this. Maybe, I don't know if that's retro. I'm going to include it, I'm pretty sure, because I just think that these pictures are so cool. And then I've got these little ladies who have aprons and like to cook, and they seem kind of vintage retro, right? Then I also have some pages from a thesaurus, a kid's thesaurus. So I thought they were fun. Some foodstuffs. I have this because I wasn't sure if that's how that was going to go down. And I'm still, like I said, the book is going to have to tell me to get a vibe from it. And then my secret sister last year at my job, I had put, I like books from Goodwill, but not to read, to make like journals and stuff out of. So somehow, I don't know. So this is like, now it says $12.95. So you know this was not, this is not an original 1896. No. But, and I know she didn't pay that for it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this is. A Fannie Farmer 1896 cookbook from the Boston school. So I've got some recipes and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to incorporate this. And then that's the vintage cooking. And then the faith part. Let me see. I've got some digitals on faith as well, like this little card. He heals the brokenhearted, binds up their wounds. Psalm 147:3. So I've got some stuff like that. I've got some stickers. They're like water ball stickers, but y'all, these are great because they're so big. Faith. And then I also have some stickers from the Hobby Lobby, the Floral Faith sticker pack, and these have some great things. Oh, sorry, little bounce. So I've got some things. I've made a couple of tags from the Crazy Washi Wednesday collaboration with Lori at Enchanted Dreams 71. And of course, I have these bases also. Oh wait, look. Yes, right here. So it even has a little cross charm. That's kind of not working at the moment. And then, you know, fruits of spirit. So fun. So yeah, I got little mushrooms because I'll probably have to go in there because I love mushrooms. So that's what I'm working on right now, and hopefully we'll get something pulled together. I don't remember any of the numbers of how many things you have to have as far as different materials to use or how many makes you need to make, but let me tell you that Cindy A. Lewis, I believe, I didn't write this down because it just occurred to me, her and Jovi, Creating with Jovi, are doing like 100 days of pockets. Yeah, like I've already started working on one. Like, how cute is that? It's not finished. Like they'll show you, okay? Like I am not, they didn't call me up, okay? But you take like a 6x6 and you fold it up, and then you got like a little pocket here. Oh, so cute. Make sure you go check it out. I've got to go back and rewatch so I can. So yeah, I'm sure when I do the next part, I'll have a little bit more solid information on that. But you can always check out Susan from I Truly Love It. And Theresa is a collaborator, and I will link their information below so you can go check out their junk journals. Oh, I was a little crooked. Sorry, y'all. And I hope to see you real soon. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye.